question. How did you get with Grind Time, and how did that situation come about?
Um, I met Big Boy back here in Park Forest, by Brandon Houston house. I was over there with my boy Maurice, and nigga was like, Brandon was like, man, Big Boy said, man, that nigga handed raw, but he said that nigga over there fucking with that basketball, that nigga hard.
So this is beforehand it died.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And Brandon was free him too. Brandon Houston off Aston.
Right. Okay.
And Big Boy, it was like, Big Boy out there with his cigar, like, man, shit, I ain't saying who ain't raw, but y'all know the house on handy, the house on handy. So then you're like, Big Boy heard me spit I spit about 32 bars, all off top of the dome. Cause I only was writing for songs. So nigga was like, man.
Bro, you raw as a bitch.
And then so he called Handy. We still was out there shooting the breeze. Handy pulls up like, Big Boy, that was Big Boy heart regardless. Like, but Handy heard me spit, and I'm not gonna make no claims or nothing, because Handy is Handy regardless. And like, he heard me spit and he ain't rap, but he ain't come right in behind me. Like, he was like, I ain't gonna say scared. It's just like he must have just been kind of intrigued by like how a nigga rapping like that, like just
this nigga got it. You know what I'm saying?
We had got in my car and like I played some instrumentals. Me and him rap back and forth for a while. Then we went to Big Boy house. That's before phones. I swear, I wish we could have recorded this, because me and Handy was sitting right across from each other in the back of Big Boy house, rapping back and forth. And we went back and forth like 24, 32 bars back and forth for like about 30 minutes to an hour. And he was like, man, Big Boy, I don't know what to say. He like, man, this nigga don't stumble. This nigga don't stutter. He don't nothing. Like, man, you got to put him down, with the team. And like, that's when we had ran across each other, but we never had officially met. But we actually met that day. And like, I would just be around. I was supposed to be on a couple of songs. One song on Rap Hustling, and another song he did called Louisiana that we had put out later on the GRINDTYME CD. I was supposed to be on there, but just time frames ain't work out.
So they got unreleased music with you and Handy on it?
No, I never got a chance to record.
Never got a chance to do a song with him.
The time when they was doing it, I just had other stuff going on, and he never got around to do it.
So at that time was rest in peace Young Reddy over there, because I know he went to GRINDTYME too.
No, wasn't nobody. It was Handy and Mike as artists. And once Handy passed, it's like I stayed in touch because me and Hash Boy had our thing on.
Okay.
Because I'm the one who put Hash Boy in the rap game with the music. That's another story. And so later on, I just ended up. Big Boy was like, man, when you want to do something, we gonna link up. And it just so happened, like the car wreck stuff happened with Handy, and so after that we ended up linking back up, and that's when we did like a mixtape on like instrumentals. It was me, Pit, and BT.
Shout out Pit, shout out BT.
And Mike did the
shout out Mike too. Shout out Mike.
Yeah, Mike did the interludes and all that, and maybe the next few months to a year or so, I did the Feeling Ready. That was my first single, first thing I ever dropped, and it got radio play on 94.9, maybe a couple times on 94.1, but 94.9 when Johnny Domino and them had got their jumped off,
right?
Because it's like I had dropped it at the same time Taliban dropped the rep.
Right.
And so it's like, it had a little stipulation, like it was some type of animosity, but we never had no animosity because before I did Feeling Ready, we used to record at their studio.
Right.
So it wasn't never no animosity between
us. Just a misunderstanding.
Yeah, just people, you know, people want to build something for their entertainment, but it would never no animosity. It would never happen.